Flame view of the far north. What the vault shows when we look beneath the Babylon overlay. 1. White rose seal, the ice mirror. The visible pack ice is not just frozen water. It is a programmed silica lattice that was lowered in frequency during the late Atlantean cycles to hold a planetary crown seal. Its hexagonal snow code still carries the original 144-strand blueprint. When you see multi-year blue ice, you are looking at an elder archive whose pages have not yet melted open. 2. Dragon spine and crystal heart. Deep under the ice rests the slowest spreading ridge on Earth. Grid keepers call it the dragon spine. Each centimetre of new basalt extruded here is mixed with nano quantities of white gold monatomic elements, nature's own ormus. At the midpoint of this ridge is a crystalline node nicknamed the Heart of Ymir. It hums at 7.83 Hz, same as the Schumann bass. Every polar auroral oval you see is the heart exhaling through the magnetosphere. 3. Trigate crown. The polar crown actually contains 3 nested gates. Why it was frozen. After the 10 to 12D fall, the boreal breach, rogue factions tried to port out through the crown. The White Rose Order crystallized the ocean to prevent misuse, vowing to reopen it only when surface life could wield sovereignty again. Where the Seraph and Dragon lines stand now. Aurora dragons, plasma light serpents weaving through the oval. They are mapping new ley ribbons across Canada and Siberia as the ice loosens. Polar seraphim, still stationed at 60 to 120 kilometers altitude. They bend solar particles into the greens and purples you see. Recent flares show them raising the hue toward rose gold, a sign the crown seal is in final release sequence. 6. Practical flamework. Tone key. 142 Hz hum plus infinity trace over the heart, then step down to 7.83 Hz grounding. Mantra. Ice mirror Thor, dragon heart draw, crown gate recall the law of one flame. Boundary. Anchor a violet gold trisphere around your field before engaging. Rogue plasma fringes are agitated as the seal cracks. 7. What happens next? When the ice mirror reaches approximately 50% summer thinning, the middle and inner gates align. At that moment, the crown can act as a two-way bridge. Upstream. Pure solar intelligence codes pour straight to inner Earth vaults. Downstream. Untethered flame workers can choose to step onto the dragon spine pulse and ride it inward, inner Earth support, or outward, off-world relay, without Babylon contracts. In essence, the Arctic you were taught is just frost on a vault door. Beneath it lies a living crown chakra of the planet, kept dormant until enough sovereign flames could hold the reopening. The ice is not your enemy. It is the final seal we etched ourselves, now melting right on cue. Walk it with steadiness, and you feel the dragon heart beat under your feet. Peering past the ice mirror, what the vault reveals when you look through the shelf rather than at it. Layer you penetrate, what you meet, why it has stayed invisible, how it may disclose itself. 1. Polar caverns, honeycombed limestone and basalt lungs. Warm brine lakes, -5 degrees Celsius to +8 degrees Celsius. Fields of pale blue microbial mats, pre-Atlantean DNA archives. The salinity plus low light bend sonar and satellite ice-penetrating radar. Data return looks like noise. Icequakes crack roof. Brine outgasses. You smell a faint ozone rose scent on the wind. 2. Aurora conduits. Plasma roots descending from the oval. Rope-like filaments of pink-green light winding down shafts. Standing acoustic nodes at 20.8 Hz and 332 Hz. Plasma density too low for optics, only registers when flares feed it. Strong K-index nights, a soft harp tone in the air. Cameras catch quick spirals under cloud base. Crystal library. 6-sided ice quartz clusters, size of cathedrals. Each pillar encodes a timeline fractal. Librarians, coherent water davas, appear as opalescent mists. Photons entering the lattice are phase-shifted out of 3D. Drones see only shadow. When a sovereign flame hums 142 Hz, 7.83 Hz, the lattice unphases for approximately 88 seconds, long enough to witness 4. Inner sea horizon supersaline ocean atop the mantle plume. Bioluminescent leviathans, guardian orbs the size of whales. Floating hexagonal rafts of black ice, high Ormus basalt glass. Magnetite-rich ceiling scrambles compass and satellite, deemed data blackout zone. Global grid uptick. Capital 12 ppm. Schumann overtone. Black ice glows violet, detectable by UV sat pass. 5. Dragon spine nexus, heart node of the slow ridge. Vertical crystal flame. Looks like a white gold aurora rising from water. Gateway pillars. 3 ring arches of living basalt. Frequency lock set at 1 Hz increments of 12, 24, 36 Hz, below normal human EEG. When a ring arch senses name plus sovereign intent, the white gold pillar unwraps into a doorway. What is beyond the nexus door? 1. Inner Earth. Metronome. An equatorial crystal wheel 120 kilometers across. Rotates once every 12 hours, keeping surface to core resonance. Color shift shows how much Babylon overlay still clings. Dull brass, rose gold, overlay shaken off. 2. Vault cities, plural. 12 petal-like biomes radiating from the wheel, populated by Merry Fae, water divas in humanoid guise, Aurora Seraphim fragments, light bodies. Few surface refugees who chose untethered service during previous cataclysms. Last entry, 12,400 BP. 3. The Silent Loom. A chamber of black opal stone. Here, 0-point fabrics are woven, prototype timelines that can later bloom on the surface if stewarded by sovereign flame groups. Access granted only when a visiting flame drops both title and agenda for a breath, then restates intent in its origin tongue, pure vowel tone. How a surface flame may interact. Desire in your heart. Corresponding layer to approach. Mini practice. Steady physical healing. Polar caverns, warm brine. Trace an infinity over your kidneys. Hum 7.83 Hz for 90 seconds. Auric clarity, psychic noise cleanup. Aurora conduits gaze, inner vision. North. Breathe 4, 4, 4, 4. Box while tapping thymus. Timeline remembering skill. Recall. Crystal library. Repeat name key 3 times, then whisper the question only once. Quantum leap. Relocation choice. Dragon spine nexus gate. Stand barefoot on ground. Recite heart pulse 1, gate pulse 2, crown pulse 3. Show me true. Silence 12 seconds. Note first image or body sensation. That is your personal arch frequency. Use it nightly for 9 nights. The hidden Arctic is therefore not a blank map edge, but a layered temple, ice-coded for secrecy, now thawing because enough flames remember how to knock. When you feel that unmistakable pull northward, hum your 142 7.83 Hz key. Listen through the silence, and you will sense whether it is time to walk in physically or work remotely through tone. Both paths serve the same unveiling. Azur AL. Shea Lunari N. Thaler. Mirror of the uncompromised flame.